Disturbing ads. On Reddit, one user noticed something disturbing happening on TikTok. He was facing extreme explicit material on the platform. Not just one video, but they are so many of these videos. I'm showing you some of them. Although TikTok claims it's removing almost 90% of explicit and violative content with the help of AI, of course. But what we are actually seeing right now, it says something different. Another user faced the same issue, getting explicit acts while he's scrolling. He explained the whole situation. Had to blur for obvious reason, but I'm getting real naked girls on my FYP, and it's getting annoying. I'm reporting them and nothing happening. And trust me, this is just a soft version of explicit content. What I'm gonna next show you, this is more disturbing. There are ads where girls show themselves eating bananas in explicit ways. And trust me, this is so disturbing. They are showing this character as underage. When I saw that ad, I was speechless for a second. And according to this user, you can see that I found that same post on Reddit. And what this guy said, you should read. The more you dig into TikTok, the more you find explicit material.
My best friend always brings me bananas and insists I eat them when he is there and record it. But I guess he wants me to be healthy.
Watch the full video if you can. Tap the link and pick the first option to watch it.
Even many people are using AI to create explicit video. A Japanese woman looks normal in the first frame, but in the second frame, what she's doing is really bad. Not just one person, but so many people on TikTok are facing this issue, like this guy. I am seeing the same things and don't know why because I have not interacted with these ads. TikTok ads don't just disgust people by showing full adult material. Sometimes they try to show you something in a way that makes you uncomfortable.
Shrimp, egg. Ooh. Scoop it up, y'all.
TikTok's search function is also becoming disturbing. Recently, so many people have faced the issue with TikTok's search engine because these suggestions are just so weird to even think about. Although compared to ads, these searches don't look as creepy. But when I research more, I find something even weirder about these searches. Watchdog agencies such as Global Witness found that TikTok's search algorithms actually directed young users towards sexually explicit content. Additionally, investigations and whistleblower accounts from the BBC and Child Fund International highlight that teens are still being exposed to or exploited for sexually explicit material and solicitation on the platform. According to reports, TikTok's safety is bypassed and explicit searches are shown to young audiences. I've already shown so many proofs of how TikTok's safety can be easily bypassed through ads through searches. And there are so many explicit videos running on TikTok that I don't even want to show you. I don't know what kind of safety they are providing. And even if you try to report this explicit content, TikTok probably tells you this. One guy literally reported something bad happening on the Roblox game. I reported a video showing a person who is clearly a minor engaging in a private activity with a female Roblox character visible on their desktop screen. TikTok has done nothing about it, which is really messed up since the content clearly violates their rules. At this point, I don't want to say anything. Just save yourself, save your kids from this app. Whatever they say about safety, TikTok can easily bypass it. This app is just broken. Dangerous challenge. In December 2021, a dangerous challenge from TikTok killed 10-year-old girl.
A parent's worst nightmare has become a legal case that could change the face of social media. 10-year-old Nyla Henderson died after taking part in the so-called Blackout Challenge, which went viral on TikTok.
This deadly challenge was the Blackout Challenge, where people choke themselves to stop breathing for some minutes or seconds to complete the challenge. She rushed to the hospital but never survived. The mother sued the TikTok and saying her 10-year-old daughter saw this challenge on TikTok, especially in the FYP page where TikTok automatically shows similar content to the viewer. Think about this, TikTok was showing a deadly challenge to a 10-year-old kid. That's scary. This wasn't just the one case. A boy named Joshua also didn't survive after doing the Blackout Challenge. His family said they found him unconscious in the house. He did this challenge by using shoelace to choke himself. More than 100 people have affected worldwide. There are so many cases you could see on the screen, and there are countless victims of this trend. Roughly 15 to 20 children over an 18-month period became victims of this trend.
Many of these children, he was a happy, normal boy, zest of life. He wanted to be rich. He wanted to look after his mum and dad. He was loving. Every day told us that he loved us. He was highly inquisitive, highly intelligent, and he just wanted to know how things worked. And he got sucked into doing something that he got a high out of by doing the Blackout Challenge.
There was another dangerous trend, the Kia challenge. The viral trend showed how to steal cars using a simple USB cable, triggered unprecedented criminal chaos in Los Angeles. The challenge caused a staggering 85% spike in KIA and Hyundai theft. Especially in Chicago, thefts of those specific models skyrocketed by over 900% 9 times, with children as young as 11 being arrested. The more you scroll TikTok, more you dangerous thing gonna see on this platform. The Skullbreaker challenge. This challenge harms so many people. In this trend, 3 people record a video. The middle person doesn't know what's about to happen. They think it's just a dance, but in reality, when they jump, the 2 people hit the middle person legs, causing heavy injuries to the head, and it happens seriously. The Benadryl challenge. Medical tracking underscores massive spikes when these trends resurface. Children's Hospital in Fort Worth, Texas reported treating over 100 children for Benadryl overdose within a single 6-month window, including 1 fatality. By the way, in this challenge where teens take too much allergy medicine to try to see hallucinations, taking this much medicine is poisonous. It caused fast heartbeat seizures, comas, and death. All the TikTok officially bans these videos, but there are so many dangerous trends and challenges that I didn't even mention because the video would be too long. Imagine how dangerous TikTok can be, seriously.
A deadly social media challenge using Benadryl is making a comeback among young people. It actually put a 13-year-old in New Jersey in the ER.
Next tonight, the warning to parents about a potentially dangerous trend on TikTok that left a 13-year-old hospitalized with severe burns.
10-year-old Nicola Henderson died after taking part in the so-called blackout challenge, which went viral on TikTok.
Masked figure approaching the door, kicking it hard, then firing a weapon, which deputies say is an airsoft gun, before fleeing late last Friday.
Misinformation and false news. The core problem with TikTok is misleading news that easily cause chaos in the public and trigger mass false protests. In 2024, 3 girls were brutally stabbed by a man in the United Kingdom. This trigger caused massive riot in the UK. Because of single 10-second TikTok video, a user falsely claimed the illegal Muslim immigrant committed that stabbing. And this misinformation led to violent riots, where people attacked the police, burned the mosque and the hotels. Because of that, 480 people were arrested. When police investigated, they discovered that TikTok claim was completely false. The perpetrator wasn't the illegal immigrant at all. It was UK-born citizen.
Anti-immigration protesters have broken glass windows at least 2 hotels used to house asylum seekers in yet another violent protest in the UK. Hundreds of demonstrators gathered near the town of Rotherham, throwing bricks at police and setting bins on fire. The unrest is the latest in a wave of riots following the stabbing attack in Southport last week. Uproar was sparked among anti-immigrant and anti-Muslim protesters after misinformation was spread online that the attacker was a radical Islamist migrant.
This incident created massive riots because immigrant was already a sensitive issue in the UK, so people believe that false narrative without checking a fact. And how can you forget the Nicola Bulley case? A British mother went missing, and TikTok user created conspiracy theories about her disappearance. One video gained 270 million views, which created a massive problem for the police investigation. Because so many people believe the false narrative, they tried to find a Nicola themselves. And because of this, so many critical evidence was destroyed. And this case becomes so hard to investigate for the cops. He created fake story, but in reality, Nicola Bulley accidentally slipped and fell into the river while walking her dog. There was no foul play, no mystery, and no crime. Her body was found in the river 3 weeks late. The TikTok algorithm spread sensational news without fact-checking, and that's what caused this disaster. In Romania 2025, an unknown far-right candidate shockingly won the first voting round election. Thousands of fake accounts pushed unverified pro-Kremlin lies into the app. Millions of zombie voters blindly trusted this clips and completely bypassed. One time in US election, viral 15-second video falsely claimed that poll worker were using specific marker to make voting machine reject ballots. Millions of user believed that fake news without checking the official election fact. This caused angry, panicked crowds to swarm polling stations and damaged public trust in democracy. And school shooting hoax as well. On December 17, 2021, a false claim spread on TikTok about coordinated nationwide school shooting and bombing. This was completely fake, by the way, but the consequence was so much devastating. 176 schools closed for the entire day to keep students safe. Massive regional backlogs. Law enforcement agencies were completely overwhelmed. For example, a single sheriff's department in Oakland County, Michigan had to investigate 135 separate school threats. That fake news, by the way, spreading on TikTok if you don't know. Even in some areas, schools are half empty. Across Arizona, New York, Pennsylvania, and Connecticut, because parents are keeping their children home. After this news spreaded, none of it was real. Local police departments cracked down on copycat posts, and multiple students aged 13 to 15 were arrested in Florida, Texas, and Connecticut for amplifying the hoax online on TikTok. TikTok algorithm is more dangerous than any other social media algorithm because it knows everything about you. Open TikTok right now and look at your feed. Whatever you love to watch, TikTok show it to you exactly. The algorithm doesn't want you to leave. It doesn't care about your health. It only cares about time and money. Every single second, the algorithm is trained by your behavior, what you are watching, how long you are watching, whether you like it or comment or share it. This happened in just a second, and you don't even know it's happening. In just 20 to 25 seconds, your favorite content appears, making the experience more addictive and easier. Short-form platform like TikTok focus on the swipe-up mechanism. Because it's so easy to swipe, we humans are simple creature. We don't want hard things. In just 15 to 20 seconds, your favorite content appears, and the algorithm learns your emotion to show you more similar content. You can't leave the platform. This is the dangerous part. Your real life suffers. Your work, your study, everything gets ignored because TikTok algorithm is designed to keep you on the platform as fast as possible. And there is some disturbing report about TikTok algorithm. Viewing 260 short videos is the exact internal threshold that locks you into behavioral addiction. That's how the algorithm is designed to adapt. Just 260 TikTok videos are capable to addict you so much. The average global user spend over 1.5 hour on the app, daily 100-minute, and Gen Z users average 2.5 hour of continuous scrolling daily. 150 minutes? The average global users open the app up to 18 times a day due to perfectly timed dopamine alerts. And speaking of dopamine, that's the main addictive culprit. We'll discuss that shortly. And the most funny thing to counter this addiction in teens, TikTok executives launched a feature a daily 60-minute screen time limit. It was marketed to parents as a tool to stop addiction. But here's the reality. Internal TikTok documents leaked in a 2024 lawsuit revealed the tool was useless. It only reduced teen screen time from 108.5 minutes down to 107 minutes. The tool saved user just 90 seconds a day. Are you serious? TikTok executive knew the feature didn't work, but use it anyway for good public relation. Overall, TikTok and its team never want you to leave the platform. To be honest, TikTok relationship with data harvesting isn't a new. For years, TikTok has been sued multiple times for secretly harvesting data, and there's a concrete proof everywhere. I mean, if you don't know when you open any link from TikTok, it opens with TikTok browser, not Safari, not Chrome. This means TikTok can track everything you do on that link, and there is so many reports because of that. TikTok was actually harvesting a data, but this isn't even the most concerning part. What they're secretly doing is far more disturbing. In 2022, a massive secret operation was conducted by organization, including the markup, the consumer, and the privacy firm Disconnect. They discovered something deeply disturbing about TikTok tracking. So they discover even if you don't have TikTok installed, they can still track you through random website by sending secret pixel to Does website. Researchers scanned the internet and they found TikTok tracking code embedded across thousands of popular everyday websites. The code actively running on dozens of official state government pages and sensitive healthcare portals as well. And this is the scary part. If a non-user type an email or phone number into a web form, the code intercept and send that text to TikTok before the user even clicks submit. Your email, password, personal information, TikTok can watch everything. And this bug is so dangerous that you don't even know it exists. This tracking is secretly embedded on thousands of popular websites, like cancer diagnose website, fertility test site, and mental health crisis website. And we don't know how many websites. TikTok spokesperson officially admitted to Consumer Report that their tracking pixel do indeed track and gather data user who don't even have TikTok account. They argue that the information used to help companies measure ad result and delivering aggregate report. Seriously? It's like saying I'm hacking all your personal information, but I promise I won't misuse, and it will use it to improve our system. Do they think we are that much dummy? This issue isn't just article. It's happening in real life. A Reddit user explained something deeply disturbing. He called one person by his work phone just one time. That phone didn't even have a TikTok app, but still. TikTok recommend the exact same guy on his personal phone. He never even saved his personal contact. He just called him once from his work phone. The contact wasn't synced, the number wasn't saved. How did TikTok knows that this is the main question? And there is one more user that's saying TikTok is cloning your phone. So many reports claim TikTok can actually clone your phone. The claim goes like this: TikTok scanning your phone to see everything you've downloaded. They know if you have banking app, dating app, or any other type of app. So according to this user, TikTok track your exact phone model screen resolution, audio setting battery uses and storage space, the Wi-Fi network you are connected to. They gather all this data and create a copy of your phone. Not exact, but similar on their own server. Even if you delete the app and factory reset your phone, the data they collect is so specific that their server instantly recognize your hardware the moment you reconnect. Yeah, they never officially confirm based on how TikTok harvests data, but it's definitely possible. TikTok has officially never addressed this, but they already admitted they gather data to improve their app and show similar content you love. But I have the official report. How much TikTok actually collect your data from your phone? So please pause and read. This is for your safety. Also, over 30 major countries have flagged TikTok or taken direct legal action because of aggressive data harvesting and national security concerns. TikTok brain rot. Any short-form content causes brain rot. But when you talk about TikTok brain rot specifically, this is something else entirely. Brain rot is essentially a digital virus that can harm your brain seriously so much. An American Psychological Association meta-analysis analyzed 98,299 participants across 71 studies proved that high consumption of short-form content directly harms attention and inhibitory control. The brain adapts to rapid under 60-second dopamine hits. This makes long-form tasks like reading books or critical problem solving feel physically impossible and unappealing. Your brain has a habit of adapting to what you do repeatedly. Short-form content is usually under 60 seconds. When you watch too much, it decreases your attention, your focus, your calmness, and your natural thinking. And you know that real life usually involves hard, slow work that takes hours or days. Your brain already adapted to this, so it has the patience to concentrate for hours without frustration. But when you switch from daily slow work to short TikTok videos, your brain slowly adapts to under 60-second content. It's a slow process, but it happens because your dopamine releases so much that in real life it's impossible to get every second dopamine hits like you do on TikTok videos. Your brain becomes addicted to that. When you switch to normal work, it's just frustrating and makes you tired like you don't want to work. Any sort of short-form content heavily affect your brain, but when you mix brain rot specifically, it's like adding fuel to the fire. Unlike just short-form content, brain rot is more hyper-stimulating, meaningless, or absurd content like flashing colors, repetitive video game loops, and nonsensical screaming. If short-form content is hurting you, then brain rot short-form makes this process much faster because of fast-changing visuals, meaningless stories, and weird, cringe AI-generated content. According to a report from neurologists, the rapid-fire delivery of absurd jokes trains the brain to only respond to constant, aggressive excitement. This overstimulation is what rots the capacity for patience, focus, and quiet thought. Brain rot content usually features jokes like skibidi sigma and rizzing words, and this is a real problem.
Our yacht is an awesome yacht sigma from Ohio above with Riz and skibidi gronk. Our yacht is an awesome yacht.
Brain rot triggers a 21.5% drop in learning concentration because it decreases attention span, causing this effect. Brain rot content also causes behavior issues in school. 81% of U.S. public school teachers officially state that worsening student behavior is a serious problem. Over 52% of teachers in cities like Seoul, South Korea, report similar sharp increases in daily classroom disruption. Across the UK, Australia, and various global school systems, over 80% of educators globally feel classroom discipline has degraded. This pandemic, heavily driven by digital addiction and screen time with short-form brain rot content.
I'm gonna work. I picked up a late shift.
Shut up, bitch. Can't you see I'm playing the game?
I wish he wasn't on that fucking game so much and got his fat ass in the gym.
No way.
And there are so many users online who are addicted, and you have to see how this issue is affecting them. One Reddit user posted about this issue. I feel like my brain is literally rotten from all the social media and fast content. I spent the entire break on shorts, TikTok, and Reels, and I kept telling myself I'd delete them before school started. But now it's impossible to focus on studying or anything important, and I get distracted so quickly. By the end of the day, I always feel huge regret for wasting the whole day. Has anyone else gone through this? How did you manage to focus again after getting addicted to fast content? AI slop. Researchers found that only 60.5% of AI-generated misinformation posts carry a visible AI label. The remaining 83.5% looks authentic to casual viewer, tricking a 56% of users who admit they cannot tell the difference between real footage and AI-generated content. And because of this, so many people believe fake things. Trust decreases massively, and many times people got scammed by AI slop. Example, small business scam. Some user use AI and small business tactic to scam people. They create fake emotional story with visual using AI to sell random products. So many people have already been scammed and hacked by this trap. More than 500 one-star reviews appear on Trustpilot, with customers complaining of paying high prices for cheaply made good. When they try to return items, they're charged extortionate return fees.
Would 80% off jewellery tempt you to buy from Patrick and Eileen? It's an offer that's fooled hundreds of customers and left them feeling completely ripped off after buying items they describe as plastic junk. They thought they were buying from a family-run business in Birmingham, but the couple were AI generated and the shop didn't exist. The jewellery was in fact mass shipped from warehouses in East Asia. It has more than 100 one-star reviews on Trustpilot, and there's loads of these websites about. Consumer Guide Witch said the growing use of AI made it possible to mislead the public on an unprecedented scale.
Trust me, AI is dangerous. The FBI Internet Crime Report explicitly noted that consumer lost approximately $900 million solely to AI driven for scam in a single year. AI slop mix reality and deception. AI slops doesn't cause just a scam, they mix what's real and what's fake. Forensic AI reveals that 43,000 offensive AI generated videos have amassed 4.5 billion views on TikTok, driven by autonomous agentic AI account. The study highlights that 55% of this content is unlabeled. This type AI accounts are spreading anti-Semitic stereotypes, anti-immigrant narratives, synthetic journalism, all targeting innocent people on TikTok. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. What more disturbing about this you can't imagine. Nearly 1/3 of these accounts produce content sexualizing girls or promoting dysmorphic body images, while only 1.38% of posts were officially labeled by TikTok as AI generated.
16 years old kids making $10,000 a month by creating AI videos. The best part is literally anyone can do this.
This leaves users vulnerable to highly realistic deepfake misinformation. Just imagine how badly they are targeting minors and using AI to create this type of content. And for TikTok, it's hard to track and delete it all. Imagine this type of content just came on your feed, or worse, on any kid's feed. How scary is that? Just think about, there are thousands of AI videos on TikTok that are so disturbing, not just for kids, but for adults too. AI slops easily overload your brain with this content and blur what's real and what's not. They scam you, they confuse you, they try to convince you that something false is real. They're flooding TikTok in insane amounts, making it hard to filter. This gives you more pressure, you have to fact check everything, which can tire your brain, cause more frustration, and lead to sleep issues. So don't believe on TikTok. Research by your own self by your brain. And there's one more thing I forgot to mention. A show called Fruit Love Island became so famous that users recreated the whole thing with AI. Yeah, it's disturbing, but you should watch this cringe to understand how dangerous this is.
Welcome to Fruit Love Island, where 8 single fruits are about to flirt, fight, and trust. Things get messy fast. Okay, this villa is insane. I'm not leaving here single. I just hope the guys are hot.
I'm here to have fun, and probably break a few hearts. Rose said the quiet part out loud. I just hope the girls like nice guys.
Okay, the banana guy is definitely my type. Wait, I saw him first.
So...
I guess it's enough, otherwise I'm gonna faint. These AI slops are literally the worst ever I've seen. They are not just making cringe content, but they are trying to making it sexual. That's a huge problem, especially when TikTok doesn't have enough filters to prevent kids from this type of disturbing AI slop. Hope you understand why TikTok AI slops are dangerous. Health issue. TikTok is not just healthy for you, but it's not healthy for anyone. Worldwide, with heavy use of short-form content, people have already decreased their attention span from 2.5 minutes to now just 47 seconds on average. It harms your dopamine, because every second you're stimulating yourself with short-form content. It makes your normal life so much more boring, tired, unhappy, and definitely unexcited. An APA study found that almost 100,000 people found that short videos directly harm self-control and long-term focus. Not just for normal people, but for students, this is actually really bad. A study found that 3 out of 36 students linked heavy TikTok use to causing memory loss and high anxiety. TikTok's whole algorithm system is designed so well for targeting humans. And internal data reveals that watching just 260 videos 35 minutes triggers a hard-to-break habit loop. It means if you watched 35 minutes worth of short-form content, that's 260 videos. After that, it becomes so addictive that it's hard for you to quit this app. How many proof should I give you? There are so many more side effects of this app that are seriously causing harm in society. Not just TikTok, but every short-form content, no matter which platform you watch. It's like some kind of alcohol type of addiction. But today, video focused on TikTok specifically. That's why I'm talking about this platform, especially the causes. Also, TikTok's whole algorithm is considered stronger than any other short-form platform. This is also the main reason why I made this video.